What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Tapped In 209. We got the full squad here. Alvin and K-Mud in the house. How are we doing?
Yes. Doing good. Doing good, Drew.
That's good. Well, pretty simple week of film this week. It's just going to be basketball as always, and we're going to have an interview with Bryce Busam out of Oakdale. It was an absolutely amazing interview. You guys will see it at the end as always. So with that, K-Mud, take us away with the VOL.
Correct. It started off Patterson. They went 1-1 this past 2 weeks. They're 8-6 overall, with wins over out of Millbrae and a loss to Kennedy out of Fremont. In the games this week, they have Oakdale, East Union, Central Catholic, and Turlock. Oakdale went 1-0 this week with the 15-1 overall record, with the win over Bella Vista out of Sac. And they won the Oakdale Rotary tournament on Monday for their first championship win since 1999. Games this week are versus Patterson, Central Catholic, and Manteca, ranked number 25 in San Joaquin section, ranked sixth in Division 3 for SJS section, ranked number 12 in California for Division 3. And their junior guard, Bryce Busam, leads the team with 23.1 points a game. Central Catholic went 1-2 this week and 8-7 overall, with win over Pittman and losses to Heritage and Alcalanes. Their games this week are first Manteca, Oakdale, Patterson, and Gregory. Mountain House also went 0-1 this week with a 12-3 overall record, with a win over Turlock, and games this week versus East Union, Sierra, and Downey. And they ranked number 20 in Sac Joaquin section, ranked 10 in Division 1 for SGS section, ranked 32 in California for D1. East Union went 2-0 this week, 10-2 overall, and wins over Stevenson out of Pebble Beach and Galileo out of San Francisco. Games this week versus Mountain House, Patterson, and Sierra. They're ranked number 31 in Sac Joaquin section, ranked 7 in Division 3 for SGS section, ranked number 16 in California for D3. Manteca did not play this week, but they are 6-7 overall. Games this week against Central Catholic, Oakdale, and Downey. Sierra also did not play this week, but they are 11-3 overall, with games uh, at Venture, Mountain House, and East Union.
All
Yeah.
right.
Alvin takes a
Mhm.
T-Cal.
All right, Tikal. We got Modesto Christian, who was 2-2 this week. And overall they're 7-4. Big wins against Clayton Valley Charter School, which is out of Clayton. And Kimball. They beat Kimball in the first league win of the year, 91-33. They lost to Liberty and Crespi. Crespi is out of Southern California, Encino. Crespi is ranked number 10 overall in California. The Matt Barnes, the former NBA player for the Warriors and Kings,
Mm-hmm.
both of his sons are on Crespi. Crespi actually beat Salesian Prep this year, which is one of the top schools in California as well, which is a basketball prep school. Um, Modesto Christian this week will face Lodi West and Amador Valley. They are ranked number 9 in the San Joaquin section, number 6 in Division 1 for the San Joaquin section, and number 12 in California for Division 1. They, as of, I think you guys saw the post, January 3rd is the official date that all transfers should start playing. So, Sincere Hudson, the transfer, will be playing this next week. Actually, I think he played uh, on the 3rd already, but against Kimball, but he is active this week. Um, I'm sorry, no, he played against Crespi. Sorry. Lincoln went 1-2 this week. They are 9-4. They won. Their wins came over Maricosta in the Torrey Pines Holiday Classic in San Diego, but they lost to Bishop Minogue, and a little bit of a shocker. in Tracy. They lost to Tracy 70-67. Um, as per the CIF website, both of the transfers to Lincoln were deemed ineligible for the whole entire year. Um, I am sure there will be an appeal process in place that is moving forward. Games this week are versus Kimball and Lodi. This should be a good one against Lincoln versus Lodi. Um,
Mhm.
Lincoln right now is ranked number 3 in overall in the section. They are ranked number 3 in Division One for San Joaquin section, number 5 in California for Division One, and number 30 overall in California. This week, Lodi went 0-1. They land one game against De La Salle. They are 7-7 overall. They lost 53-21. De La Salle. I keep on looking at their scores just because De La Salle is De La Salle, and they don't give up a lot of points. I mean, they're giving up anywhere from, I think I saw 19 points against Mountain House. It's anywhere from like 19 to 30 points a game, which is absurd. Moving on. St. Mary's 3-0 this week. They are 8-6 overall. Their wins were against Wilcox and Los Gatos down in the Santa Cruz Warriors tournament. And they beat West, which was their first game in league play. Their loss came to Willow Glen in that Santa Cruz tournament. Games this week, they faced Tracy, Kimball, and Campolindo, big powerhouse out of the East Bay. St. Mary's 2 transfers, Caden Vales and Jackson Limbrick, are available to play as well. Their 30-day sit is over.
Mhm.
St. Mary's is ranked number 13 in Division Two in the section. Um, Tracy this week, 4-1, big week for Tracy, 12-3 overall. Huge win over Lincoln, 70-67. Our guy Max Russell, he did his stat sheet stuff it again. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Came to play. Just came to play. So Tracy faces St. Mary's on Wednesday and Washington, who's out of Fremont. Tracy is now ranked number 12 in Division Two for the section, San Joaquin section. West this week. West is 0-3. They are now 0-6. They lost to Clovis, Justin Garza, who's out of Fresno, and St. Mary's in league play. Games this week doesn't get easy for them. They play Modesto Christian. Kimball is 2-2 this week. 10-7 overall. Their wins come over American and River Islands. Their losses were to Freedom and, like you said earlier, to Modesto Christian. This week they play Lincoln and St. Mary's. Next up, we have the SJ2A. Back to you, Drew.
Yeah, pretty simple. Bear Creek didn't play this week, and they stay at 2-9. They'll play Antioch, Laguna Creek, and Atwater this next coming week. McNair goes to 8-6 as they drop one game this week. They will play River Islands, Venture Academy, and Lathrop. Western Ranch did not play as well as they remain at 4-6. Their upcoming games are going to be Natomas, Liberty, and Destiny Christian. Edison puts a win in the win column as they improve to 5-6 over Turlock. With the win over Turlock, excuse me. They're a loss to Bullard Fresno out of Fresno. Games coming up against McClemens. Chavez does not move at all as they remain 5-12. Oh, excuse me. They go 0-1 as their one loss comes to Tokay. Games versus Venture Academy and Foothill coming up. Stag did not play this week as they stay at 5-11. As their games coming up against ALHA, Pittman, and Franklin of Stockton, as that's going to be a league play game. Franklin, another winless week from them as they go 0-3 and they move to 1-18. Losses to Buhawk Colony, Ripon, and Modesto High. Upcoming games, Ben Holt, College Prep, and Stag, like we just said. Tokay gets one win over Chavez this week as they improve their record to 6-11. This upcoming week, they have Pittman and Atwater. And finally, for our non-league team, it's going to be Venture as they improve 3-0 this week, excuse me, as they are now 13-4. The wins over Bayer, Rip and Christian, and Bayer again. Games this week is going to be Sierra, Chavez, McNair, and St. Patrick, St. Vincent. They are currently 19th in the section, number 1 in Division 4, and 16th in California Division 4. And last but not least, you guys know it's going to be our power rankings right before we hit this interview. So in at the 10th spot, Western Ranch. As they didn't play, they stay at 4 and 6. K-Mud at 9.
And then we have Mountain House. They went 12-3, or they are 12-3.
Mm-hmm. Alvin?
We have Enox, 13-3 at number 8.
And at the 7, a team that is 7-7, it's Lodi. They continue just to fight. K-Mud.
Number 6, we have East Union, and they're 10-2.
Alvin.
Number 5, we got Oakdale, the Mighty Mustangs, 15-1.
Yeah, looking to be a great year so far. Lincoln is going to go down to the 4 spot as they're 9-4. K-Mud.
And number 3, we have Tracy boosting up, and they're 12-3.
Due to them beating
Lincoln.
we had to put them ahead of Lincoln.
Mhm.
And the number 2 spot, I got Venture Academy at 13-4.
Yep, and at the 1 spot, continuing to stay there, it's Modesto Christian. Even though they're 7-4, they're just that good right now.
Yeah, I couldn't punish them for losing to Crespi. Crespi's a great program, and they showed out. So, yeah.
Yep. So before you guys go anywhere, like we promised, it's gonna be an interview with Bryce Busam. And you'll see him right now. What's up, everybody? We got Bryce Busam in the building. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing very well. Just for everybody that doesn't know, Bryce is a junior at from the Oakdale Mustangs and one of the most complete players in the area. He's averaging 21 points a game with 3 steals a night, shooting nearly 40% from 3, 60% from inside. But the numbers are only one part of the story. According to Coach Kelly Power, he's one of the hardest working players I've ever been around at any level. Absolutely obsessed with being in the gym and getting better every single day. His maturity and leadership have grown tremendously, and he's become the perfect player both on and off the court. I truly can't say enough about his growth, not just as a player, but as a person. So we are super excited to bring you on. Obviously, you guys are having an absolutely fantastic year so far. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, how has the experience been so far?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me again. No, the experience has been great. We've had a obviously great start to the season. Guys are having fun, so yeah, it's been a great start to the season.
Hey, Bryce, real quick, I got to talk to your coach, and he said Todd Golden, the Florida Gators head coach, was there this summer, right?
He was, yeah. We got a chance to see him.
How's that? I mean, you're around. That's a D1 dude, you
Yeah,
know.
no, that was an awesome experience. He came into one of our summer practices. He was in town because he's best friends with our coach, and yeah, he came talk to us, gave us a kind of little speech just about things at the next level, and we got to ask a bunch of questions. So that was super cool, great learning experience, and yeah, I mean, best thing you could ask for.
Yeah,
And
for
and
sure.
and then just historically speaking, Oakdale's always been like a half court grinded out team, right? In
Yes,
in the
sir.
in the
Yeah.
past, and now you guys are running. I don't want to give too much away. I've watched a couple of games, but
Oh yeah,
you
no,
guys,
no, it's all on film, so
yeah, and
no,
you
it's
guys are
good.
running a 2-2-1 full court press. 94 feet up and down the court, get it going. A lot of 3-pointers. Being shot, and I mean, you guys you're handling yourselves pretty well. Double digit wins, and keep it going. I think you have one loss, right? You're 15-1.
At 15-1, yes,
I think
sir.
it was to a pretty good Rio Americana
Yeah,
team.
yeah, that was we lost in overtime, so that was our only one of the season.
So
And
we'll
then yeah,
do
back
this.
on that there's no secret about that. When you turn on film, from the jump of the first quarter to last 2 minutes of the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, we're picking up full court all game. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fantastic. I mean, that's requiring a full sellout of everyone on your bench,
Oh
right?
yeah, no,
Like,
it requires 11 guys. We rotate 11 guys deep. We rotate everyone, and I mean that's the great thing about our team is that we have so much depth.
yeah,
A ton of guys who can
Mhm.
play, and we rotate quick and got fresh legs on the court at all times.
that's fantastic. I love to
That
hear
is
Mhm.
that.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
love to hear that. All right. All right. So I'll go ahead and get it started. When did you start playing hoop?
Honestly, since day one, I always remember, hooping up with my dad in the backyard. And then I probably started playing kind of rec basketball leagues around 4 or 5 years old, just locally. But yeah, I've been hooping since day one.
Okay.
All right.
What
Mhm.
any AAU programs that you played for?
Just recently, actually, this was my first year playing AAU, over the spring of my sophomore year, and I played with the Stockton Soldiers 16U team.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
was there a moment when you realized basketball could really be your path?
Honestly, really just this year recently. Yeah, so it's I think I've always kind of been like the as a little kid, like yeah, I want to play in the league, I want to go D1, all of that fun stuff. But I think this was the year where I realized like, man, this is really a possibility if I keep putting in the work.
Yeah. Um, who do you feel believed in your game before most people did?
Yeah, I gotta go with my dad there, my pops. He's been there, my
Yeah.
day one supporter. One guy who's he's always had faith with me, always had faith in me, always talked about basketball with me. So yeah, dad for sure.
Good to hear.
What was the hardest part of your early basketball years?
Honestly, I think it was kind of a tough jump for me, getting into varsity my freshman and sophomore year, kind of just being an underclassman.
Mm.
I was kind of one of the better eighth graders, and I think it didn't come as easy to me at first, my freshman and sophomore year. So I think that was kind of learning curve, just growing my confidence and kind of adjusting to the physicality at the varsity level. So
So this is your third year of varsity then?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. That's great.
So you said you started varsity when you're a freshman. Like, what's been the biggest jump in your game from your freshman year to now?
I would say two things. I would say number one is my confidence. I think I was a little bit timid when I came in my freshman year. I think as most freshmen are as an underclassmen. And I think the second one I go with is my jump shot. I think I was just a little rusty my freshman year, and I'm kind of just getting in the gym every day, working on, just hours of form shots, and yeah, jump shot for
Mhm.
sure.
Good to hear.
Hmm.
What part of your game are you most proud of? And what are you focused on improving now?
I would say I'm most proud of my hustle, really, because I think it's great to be able to, watch when you go on and watch film and watch yourself, dive for loose balls, get
Yep.
steals, get fast breaks. So I would say I'm
Mhm.
most proud of my hustle. And the one thing I would like to work on most, because I think right now I'm primarily a shooting guard, I would like to work on my handle so that way I can kind of be able to play that 1 and 2 position and be able to play make a little bit more as a point guard.
All right. All
Yeah.
right.
How do you respond when shots aren't falling and things aren't going your way?
I think there's two important things about it is one, to not lose confidence. Can't ever lose confidence. I think that's a big part of our team is every guy has faith in each other. So, when my shots aren't falling, I got the guys next to me telling me, you're good, hit the next one. So if you're open, let it fly. And the second thing is just finding other ways to contribute to winning, making a difference on the court, whether it's defense or rebounding, hustling. So that way you're impacting winning on the court.
Good to hear.
Uh, what
And go ahead, Carson.
what separates good players from great players at the varsity level, in your opinion?
At this level, it's the guys who are putting the work on their own. Everyone's got practice after school, and it's the guys who are gonna go home late night and get up early in the morning and get up shots and work out.
Hmm. All right. Let's go through your pregame routine. What's the music you listen to? What's the mindset? Do you have any rituals?
Yeah. So right now, my mom and my dad, shout out to them. They'll make me a breakfast sandwich on game day.
Okay.
So that's how I start off my day, and then kind of just stay locked in through school, kind of stay in the zone. And when I get home, usually I'll go get up shots for about an hour or two, and I'm just working close to the rim, just form shots for about an hour or so. And music wise, I know a lot of guys love the hype songs, listen to some crazy rap, but I listen to peaceful music, and I just settle in, get locked in.
Like,
Yeah.
give us an example.
Peaceful music. I'm a big Drake guy, so
Hmm.
gotta go Drake, Frank Ocean, Daniel Caesar,
Okay.
Mac Miller. So some of those guys.
Hmm.
All right. Love that. Who's been the most influential coach or mentor in your development?
The two biggest ones I'd say for me are, first of all, my coach, Coach Powers, right now. He's been a huge help. Just growing my confidence and growing my skill throughout the off season. He's been opened up the gym all summer and been working with me for, just hours on end throughout the summer. So, for sure, Coach Powers. And the second one, just my dad. Coming home after games, late night, watching game film, talking it over with him. So those two guys have been huge help in my game for sure.
Gotcha.
Hmm. What's one underrated part of your game that people don't talk about enough?
I'd say the part that gets most overlooked is my playmaking because I think, everyone nowadays is so focused on scoring, who's dropping 30 a
Hmm.
game. So I think my playmaking can kind of get overlooked. I'm really good at, pushing the ball up court, being able to thread the needle and make plays for my guys.
Hmm.
Good to hear. How do you balance school basketball and your personal life?
Really just, you gotta stay organized. Just keeping your things together, stay organized. Um, Having a routine, having a plan, those are all things that contribute and it'll take care of itself.
Okay. And leading into that, do you do any recovery post workout, post
Yeah, I do recover. I forget the brand of what they're called, but those kind of like massage leg things.
Mm-hmm.
Normatex?
Yes, sir.
Normatex.
Yes, sir. Yeah, those
Yeah,
ones.
okay.
So
Okay.
I'll do those after games. Red light therapy, that's something that I
Yep.
do. Ice baths for sure. And yeah, those are kind of the three main ones that I do recovery wise.
Good.
Right.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um, what players, pro or college, that you model your game after?
Two of the big ones I would say out of the NBA, I'd go. The first one is Tyler Kolek. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Shooting guard or point guard, shooting guard from the New York Knicks.
Hmm.
And the second one would be Austin Reeves. And I feel like those guys, kind of watching them, they kind of have similar play styles to me. So I feel like I could really learn a lot from them. And yeah, I love watching those guys.
Oh.
Uh, what's the toughest matchup you've ever faced, and what did you learn from it?
I think the toughest matchup we faced so far, I would say, is in Summer League. We play Modesto Christian.
Mhm.
And so I feel like that was a great matchup just because they're a really well-rounded team. And I think what we learned is that, you have to be well-rounded to play at this level because, they were great at shooting. I mean, they could do all of it really. And I think we also learned that, once we're on, because obviously Modesto Christian is a well-respected program and they've done a great job winning over the years. And I think we learned that we also can compete with those programs, when we're on and we work together.
Um, I'm going off script here now that you said
Yeah,
you guys
no, no, no
played
worries.
Modesto Christian, but you guys won the Oakdale Rotary tournament for the first time since I
It
don't know,
was
was that 93?
1999. So
1999,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure the whole town of Oakdale was ecstatic,
Yeah, no,
when you guys won that game,
it was a
you
huge
know.
deal. Yeah, and it was awesome too because we had a packed crowd, and it's kind of obviously Oakdale is not typically known for being a basketball school, so
Right.
it was a huge deal for that championship game to have a packed crowd, and I mean pull out the first win since 26 years. So yeah, it's
Hmm.
huge, huge deal for us.
Congratulations again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
congrats.
Hmm.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Drew.
Yeah. How has your basketball IQ improved over the years?
I think just sorry, I'm trying to think of this one.
Yeah, all good.
Um,
Let's see. Do you find it easier to learn through your coach's mind? Do you try and see it through other players' point of view? Stuff like that. Do you guys bounce? Do you and other players kind of bounce ideas off each other?
Yeah, I would say for sure talking to other players. And I think, sorry, back to that question of improving my IQ, definitely just watching game film and being able to adjust off of that. So I'd say that's for sure how I've kind of improved my IQ over the last couple of
Okay.
years.
Mhm.
Okay.
What makes this year's team special compared to past seasons?
It's just a different culture. I mean, obviously, it's one of
Mm.
the best Oakdale basketball teams in decades. So it's just a culture change, and it's really just a family in that gym. Every dude on the teammate loves the guy next to them like a brother. So I mean, when you got that family and the chemistry like that, it's a recipe for success.
What are you guys doing culture wise there? I mean, you hanging out
Yeah, always.
after
I think our
games?
team's always together, after games, even after practices, we'll have, team dinners, things like that. Every guy on the team is close with each other, so we're always talking at school, outside of school. So it's just, I
That's
think the t
great.
team chemistry is a big part of it.
Mhm.
Right,
Hmm.
right. How do you keep your teammates locked in during tough stretches?
During tough stretch, I feel like just keeping the energy and keeping the positivity up. During tough stretches, it's easy for teams to just go on a downwards path, and you got to stay level headed, keep guys positive, keep the energy up, and bounce back.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
Um, your coach talked about you being a really big leader on this team, especially this year. So what type of a leader are you? Are you a vocal leader? Are you leading by example? A little bit of both?
I would definitely say both. I think every leader kind of has to lead by example, and I think there's obviously some leaders who are vocal or not. And I would definitely say I am a vocal leader, just talking to the guys, whether it's like after a play, things like that. I mean, even in the gym or during practices, just start talking, keeping a loud gym, I think is super important.
Wow.
Good, good.
Did you have a goal set for yourself freshman year that you hope to accomplish by the time you graduate?
Yeah, so the goals that I thought about freshman year is one was winning league, which has not been done since 1982 from
Ooh,
Oakdale. So
Wow.
winning league, winning sections, those are the two most important as team goals. And then for myself personally, league MVP.
Okay.
Hmm.
all right. If you could tell younger hoopers one thing about choosing this path, what would you tell them? What's some
Uh,
advice you could give the young guys?
gotta work on your own time. You can go to as much training, sign up for as much trainings, go to as many practices you want, but if you're not working on your own, never gonna make it. And keep your confidence up too. Don't lose that either.
Okay.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
All right. Last question before we hit rapid fire. Looking ahead, what's one thing you want people to remember about your game when they remember you?
Just that I'm a competitor and I love winning.
Okay.
Hmm.
Simple. Simple and
Awesome.
easy. All right. Next section, rapid fire. You said you've watched a couple, so you're probably pretty familiar. Word to a sentence will be pretty, yep, that's all we're looking for. If you like
Sounds good.
anything, yep. If you like another question, you can extend on it, but all righty, let's do this thing. First question, favorite basketball shoe right now?
Linning tens is what I'm wearing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Hmm.
right.
What's your favorite gym to play in besides your own?
Probably Central Catholic,
Yeah.
not
Hmm.
necessarily because of the gym, but because of the student sections.
Hmm.
They do have a nice gym, though. They got a
They
very
do.
nice
Hmm.
It's
gym.
nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Your biggest rival school.
Central Catholic off of that,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Hand in hand. All right.
Go-to pregame snack.
Breakfast sandwich in the morning.
Okay.
Hmm. A layup, dunk, or three?
Gotta be a three.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who's your favorite NBA player?
Tyler Kolek. Yeah, I love that
Okay.
guy. Love
All
that guy.
right. All right. What's a tougher day, conditioning or film?
Oh, gotta be conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your hype up song or just favorite song to listen to in general before
Hype up
games?
song. I would say the one hype up song I listen to is it's Be Like Mike, and it's kind of just a
Oh, I
career.
remember that.
Yeah, just straight off of YouTube. So yeah,
Okay.
that's from my dad right there.
Okay,
Okay.
so Carson might not know this. Drew, you might not know this either. So that song was actually released during a Gatorade commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how
yeah,
it came out. So
yeah.
have to look it up on
Hmm.
like Bryce said on YouTube, and you'll find out. I don't even know the name of the person who sang it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I
But
don't.
yeah, it was a Gatorade commercial back in the
Yes,
day.
sir.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
So, um, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math. Yeah, I'm a big math guy.
Hmm.
Good with
Good.
numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you an early morning practice or a late night?
late night workout.
Okay.
Who talks the most trash on your team?
I would say it's probably me and my big man. Me and my big man, Nicky Jones. Yeah.
Nick
Okay.
Jones. All right, all right. Is he like a wide body guy?
Yeah, I would say
He's like your four.
he's pretty wide body. He's kind of
He looks like
little
a
bit shorter
lineman.
for a big man, but he's really stiff and he's super strong.
I
Okay.
Yeah.
think I know which guy you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a wider guy for sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we gotta hold each other back. So
All right, all right, all right. Best basketball movie ever.
I go with Thunderstruck.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Mhm.
right, all right.
What's your hidden talent off the court?
I am bilingual and I speak fluent Spanish
Okay.
and
Oh,
I play the piano as well.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
Impressive.
what's your favorite fast food spot after a game?
Denny's or Cane's?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Denny's might be a
Yeah.
first. I think Denny's
Yes.
is a first. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
you're in Oakdale. Do
Yeah,
you go to
not
House of Beef? You go to House of Beef very much?
yeah, we do occasionally. Not after games. That's more of a nice dinner, but
mhm.
Yeah,
we do.
I like the little salad buffet they got over the
Yeah,
little
it's good.
salad bar buffet they got
It's
going on
really
over there.
good, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Drew and Carson, you're ever in Oakdale, you got to go to House of Beef.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Good to know. Are you a bucket getter or a lockdown defender?
Bucket getter.
All right.
Um, what number do you wear and why?
I wear number one because it's the toughest number.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
What's the worst drill in practice?
Oh, gotta be we play game to 100, picking up full court.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's some
Oh,
conditioning right there. That's how we get ready
yes,
for
it is. It definitely is,
oh yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. If you weren't playing basketball, what would you play?
Football. Yeah, I used to be a quarterback, so I'd be playing
Okay.
football.
Okay.
Do you only play basketball right now, or do you play
Yeah, I
something
just
else?
play basketball right now. Just
Okay.
basketball.
Okay. Gotcha.
and I think this is our last question. Uh, if you could pick any player on any other local high school team that you could play with, who would it be and why?
I got to go with my guy Luke Walton over at Ripon Christian. He's a big man, stretch five who could shoot the ball, and yeah, he used to play with us over at Oakdale, and then he transferred over to Ripon Christian. So if
Good.
I could run it back with him, I'd go with him for sure.
All right.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, again, Bryce, thank you so much for taking the time. You guys continue to roll. We're super excited to see how you guys do down the stretch, and everything like that. So thank you.
That
Yes, for having me.
big game for them this week, right? Was on the next Saturday? No, the
Um,
7th.
we
Central
start we
Catholic.
start we start league this week, so we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Okay.
and Central Catholic is at
Wednesday.
our house on Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a big
That's a
one.
big one. Yeah. We'll be watching
Yeah.
out for that on that one for sure.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
So,
So, all right.
alrighty. Thank you again, Bryce, for joining us, and everything like that.
Thank you.
So we'll see ya.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
See ya.
One. Thank you all so much for watching this all the way through. Like, subscribe, share it with everybody you guys know. Thank you all again for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
See
See ya.
ya.